are watching the Friday edition of Platinum Northwest TV News. Good evening and thank you so much for joining us. I'm Philadelphia Mangoeng. Let's take a look at the leading top stories. First up, the MEC for Community Safety and Transport has officially activated the 2024 Safer Festive Season operation, and Deputy Minister for Water and Sanitation to inspect the Vaalharts main canal. In the business news, Africa's focused e-commerce retailer Zando to leave South Africa. And in the sports news, Mamelodi Sundowns coach sends a strong message for Bafana coach over Mokoena. We begin here. The South African Police Service 2024 Safer Festive Season campaign has officially been activated in the Northwest Province. The operation will implement an advanced crime prevention and combat strategy to address patterns to criminality that occur during the festive season. This includes concerted effort by all law enforcement role players to drive sustainable solutions in addressing crime. Speaking at the activation in Mahikeng on Thursday, the MEC for Community Safety and Transport Management, Morweng, placed much emphasis on the province's readiness to combat all forms and levels of crime. Let's take a look.
Be left to the MEC as the political head of the institution to provide a solution to that effect. Leave that to the MEC. Focus on arresting. Don't make excuses to the community. Community do not eat excuses. Community wants service delivery. Don't just answer a phone and tell them that we've got one police van. Make means. Tell the community, I'll come back to you. Make means. That's how a real police officer must be able to do. Provincial Commissioner, police visibility. The police visibility is very key. Let me tell you, execution of a crime starts in a mind. Now, a psychological warfare is very key. Once the police is visible, it is difficult for any criminal activity to happen. It is difficult for any gangster to plan crime because you start conceptualizing the idea in your mind set first that I want to commit a certain crime. But once you see the police, you will be discouraged. You will not be able to commit that crime. So it is important that police are visible in all areas.
In other news, the Deputy Minister for Water and Sanitation, Selosi Itlolo, will on Saturday conduct a site inspection at the Vaalharts main canal in Hartswater in the Northern Cape, where a 13-year-old boy drowned while swimming earlier this week. The body of the child was retrieved yesterday at midday around the area between Mokoena and Taung. The Deputy Minister will then visit the family of the child in Bonita Park and will meet with the Vaalharts Water User Association and Mayor of Mokoena local municipality, Willem Harmse, to discuss water development issues in the area. Parents have been urged to keep the children away from the canal's strong currents. In more news, Northwest MEC for Public Works and Road, Elizabeth Makua, together with the Deputy Minister of Transport, Mngqithi, earlier this week, conducted an oversight visit to the rehabilitation of the road P311 from the Gauteng border road to P1231 in the Hartbeespoort area. Located in the boundaries of the Madibeng municipality in the Bojanala district, the project is in close proximity with the Hartbeespoort Dam, which is popularly known for its tourist attractions such as hiking trails, bird sanctuaries, and other outdoor activities. During the visit, the MEC indicated that the department has identified key economic routes throughout the province which serve as a cross-border to neighboring provinces and secondary routes that will foster socio-economic benefits. Lobbying the support of the Deputy Minister, MEC indicated that the province intend to bid for the hosting of the G20 summit scheduled for November 2025. And on to the story now. MEC for Education Viola Mutsumi hosted a congratulatory breakfast for the National Teaching Awards winners as well as nominees who represented the Northwest Province at the prestige ceremony held on the 5th of October at Birchwood Hotel in Johannesburg. The Northwest Province shone brightly, securing 9 awards out of 13 categories, making it the overall winner of the NTA ceremony. The event celebrated the dedication and excellence of educators who continue to uplift and transform the education sector in the province. Later, the Department of Education hosted the 2024 NSC Provincial Prayer and Pledge Signing Ceremony at the Mabato Convention Center. In more news, last month, 4 suspects arrested in connection with the disappearance of 6-year-old Joslin Smith made their last appearance in court. This came 7 months after she went missing from her Saldan Bay home. The case is said to be transferred from the Vredenburg Magistrates Court now to the High Court as new evidence has emerged. The suspects, including Joslin's mother and her boyfriend, were arrested as investigations continued. Joslin was last seen on the 19th of February after being left in the care of her mother's boyfriend, but it was later revealed that the little girl was allegedly sold by the 4 suspects facing kidnapping and human trafficking charges. The state will be presenting an indictment and summary of the facts to both the court and the defendant's legal representative. The matter has been postponed to Monday, the 21st of August, and all 4 suspects do remain in custody. On to the story now. Police have recovered guns believed to have been used in the Lusikisiki massacre, where 18 people were shot and killed in the Eastern Cape in September last night. Now, the guns include 3 AK rifles and a Mngqithi rifle. 2 more suspects were arrested in Flagstaff, just outside Lusikisiki, on Thursday night. This brings the number of suspects to 7. On Thursday, police top brass briefed the media on the developments in the Lusikisiki massacre case. They stated that they are still looking for the weapons used in the attack, with possible arrests. Hours later, 4 high-caliber firearms were found in Flagstaff, some 45 kilometers outside of Lusikisiki. Police spokesperson Brigadier Athlenda Mate said that the weapons had now been sent for ballistic testing. Moving on to international news now, Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu has declared that the Gaza war is not over following the alleged killing of Hamas leader Yahya Sinwar, even as Western leaders expressed hope that his death would present an opportunity to end the year-long conflict. Netanyahu shared his sentiments in an address on Thursday.
1 year ago, Yahya Sinwar, the terrorist chief of Hamas, launched the October 7th massacre against Israel. It was the bloodiest attack on the Jewish people since the Holocaust. It was the worst attack on the Jewish state since the founding of Israel. Sinwar's terrorists murdered in cold blood 1,200 people. That's elderly people, Holocaust survivors, children. They brutally raped women. They beheaded men. They burnt babies alive. And they took some 250 men, 251 women, men and children, hostage to the dungeons of Gaza. Today, the mastermind of this day of sheer evil is no more. Yahya Sinwar is dead. He was killed in Rafah by the brave soldiers of the Israel Defense Forces. While this is not the end of the war in Gaza, it's the beginning of the end. To the people of Gaza, I have a simple message. This war can end tomorrow. It can end if Hamas lays down its arms and returns our hostages. Hamas is holding 101 hostages in Gaza, who are citizens of 23 countries, citizens of Israel, but citizens of many other countries. Israel is committed to doing everything in our power to bring all of them home. And Israel will guarantee the safety of all those who return our hostages. But to those who would harm our hostages, I have another message. Israel will hunt you down and bring you to justice. I also have a message of hope to the peoples of the region. The axis of terror that was built by Iran is collapsing before our eyes. Nasrallah is gone. His deputy Mohsen is gone. Haniyeh is gone. Def is gone. Sinwar is gone. The reign of terror that the Iranian regime has imposed on its own people and on the peoples of Iraq, Syria, Lebanon, and Yemen, this too will come to an end. All those who seek a future of prosperity and peace in the Middle East should unite to build a better future. Together, we can push back the forces of darkness and create a future of light and hope for all of us.
Meanwhile, United States President Joe Biden has congratulated Israel on its announcement of killing the Hamas leader, calling it rather a relief for Israel and a step towards ending the Gaza war. Sinwar became the head of the group's political bureau after his predecessor, Ismail Haniyeh, was assassinated in Tehran in July in an attack widely blamed on Israel. Biden added that the U.S. helped Israeli forces locate and track Sinwar along with more of Hamas leaders. Biden called it a good day for for Israel, for the United States, and for the world.
Good day for the world. I call these in now to congratulate him getting Sinwar. He had a lot of blood in his hands. American blood, Israeli blood, and others. And I told him that we were really pleased with his actions. And further that now's the time to move on. Move toward a ceasefire in Gaza. Make sure that we move in the direction that we're going to be in a position to make things better for the whole world. It's time for this war to end and bring these hostages home. So that's what we're ready to do. That's what we're going to do. And I'm sending Tony Blinken to Israel. I guess he's going in 4 days. 4 or 5 days. And he's going. I talked with Stevie about that. We're going to work out what is the day after that. How do we ensure Gaza move on? Thank you very much.
And with that, let's take a look now at the business news. In the business news, it is reported that Africa's focused e-commerce retailer Jumia Technologies will close its South African online fashion retailer Zando and its Tunisian operations by the end of the year. It sharpened its focus on its other markets. Zando.co.za was founded in 2012 and has grown to become a well-known South African online fashion platform. In Tunisia, the business has been operating under Jumia brand for a decade and selling general merchandise. The closure mean axing about 110 jobs. CEO Francis Dufay said that some may be relocated to other parts of the group's business. The exit in South Africa comes shortly after the country's biggest online retailer group, Takealot, announced the sale of its online fashion business Superbalist in September amid increasing competition from fast fashion Chinese e-commerce retailers Shein and Temu. Pending its shutdown, Zando.co.za has everything on must-go sale with free delivery. And that's all from the business news. Up next, we get the very latest in the sports. In soccer news, Mamelodi Sundowns have played 8 games across all competition this season, but one player who has drawn attention from Bafana coach Bruce is Tebogo Mokoena. Despite limited game time at Sundowns, Mokoena has delivered outstanding performances for the national team during the recent international break. He scored a brace against Congo Brazzaville in Gqeberha, justifying Bruce's faith in him. The Belgian coach even questioned why Mokoena isn't getting more minutes time in his club. In his pre-match press conference for the Carling Knockout Cup, Sundowns coach Mngqithi responded to Bruce's remarks.
He must manage his house and allow me to manage my house, because nobody tells him who to play in his team, and I cannot be expected to be told by another coach who to play in my team. The truth is, we all know the quality of the players, and they are going to help us, and we don't have any problems with them. We have resolved whatever minor issues we may have had, but each man for his own family. We must take care of our spaces. Nobody says anything when he plays 8 defenders. We keep quiet because it's his choice, and I respect him. I respect him as a coach. He has done very well for the country. Everybody is excited he got a bronze. So you must understand that we have a responsibility to manage our own squads, just like he is managing his own squad. So I don't have much to say in that space. The best thing that could ever happen is for him to call me, or for us to have a call where we will talk about our situations, because I never say why you select that player, you don't select that player. And I don't expect another coach to do that. Maybe administrators have got a bit of a right to say that. But with the respect that I have for him, I'm sure he will give me a call and we discuss this thing as coaches. No one is bigger than anyone else. We are both coaches. Thank you. I think this thing starts from respect. If we respect one another in life, we will always communicate better, because in one way or the other, I think we all need each other. And it's sad when you lose some of your players, that you were trying the best you can to say, because I know this player, for him to recover after a match would not be the same as a younger player like Mokoena, but to see a player like Temba playing 90 minutes in the first match and still starting the second match, already that for me was alarm bells. But I think we've lost a signal. I think we could have dealt with this thing better as the two coaches. And to be honest, I do want to give him a call so that I talk to him direct. I don't like to talk about somebody. I prefer to talk to somebody.
Now, Mngqithi has asserted his authority at Sundowns by balancing team performance and player management without outside interference, focusing on squad harmony amid a busy season. And that's all from us for this week. Thank you so much for watching. The team will be back again on Monday evening. Till then, have a blessed weekend. Good night and take care.